Good evening, everybody. It's Linda. It's Sunday evening. I thought I would just come and chat for a moment. I wanted to maybe give you a little bit more insight of how I started to journal, to let you know that it wasn't something that was just automatic and I started doing it. It took me a while. It took me years to begin to journal and write. I told you I was prophesied over. It took me a couple of years after that. I just started to write on the paper um, everything that was going on in my life, and you know the pain and the anxiety and all of the things that I've gone through. And as I began to do that, I felt better, and so I kept doing it. But I wanted to tell you about this, how I negotiated with God. I was negotiating with Him for about 2 years as I was writing, because I said, "Now, Lord, why this? Why writing? Why couldn't you allow me to do something else?" You know, um, because I think at that point I knew that I was supposed to begin to share what I had learned and the healing that it had brought me. But I was afraid. I was afraid to write the wrong thing. I was afraid to say the wrong thing. I did not want to say anything that was out of context of what God has said originally in His Word. And so I was saying, well, maybe there's something else you can let me do. And that went on for a couple of years. And I remember one day I wasn't writing, and I was actually very quiet. I wasn't complaining. I'm not sure if I was at work, wherever I was, but I heard the Lord say, "The gift is not just in you." And when I heard that, that was it for me. I knew that I had to begin to share. I knew that I had to do what I needed to do afraid. I had to do it even though I was fearful. But I also knew that because of the heart that God has blessed me with, because of the care that I have for people, because I want people to all be healed, and because I want people to be healed, I knew that whatever I said, whatever I wrote, God would be right there with me. And if I made a mistake, and if there was an error, God would be right there with me. So I just kept writing. That writing turned into a couple of books. I have a course. And I also taught a healing words class for cancer patients for 2 years at a cancer center that I worked for. And this was a part of their healing process. It was the continuation of their healing process. And I got to tell you, it amazed me of some of the things that people said as they went through the program, and how it not only helped them, it helped their family members. Because sometimes we have family members that would come and be a part of the program. And it also helped them to treat people better, to be grateful even in the midst of challenges. And that is what this is all about. We are always going to have challenges in our lives. That is what it's about. Our life is not supposed to be 1, 2, 3, ABC, a cakewalk. But in the midst of those challenges, we have to always remember to be grateful and to be thankful for what God is blessing us with every single day. And I think that's what's important. I think sometimes we can get so caught up with the things that we go through, every challenge, the death of my daughter, or maybe someone who's gotten divorced, or the death of someone else's loved one. We have to keep moving, and we have to learn from that. God wants us to learn from the things that we go through to make us strong. Because remember, He already created who we are supposed to be. We just have to walk the path to get to that. So I just wanted tell you a little bit more about how I started to write and why I kept writing and what it could do for you. And I'll tell you, it just blessed my life. It has given me a peace that I have not had before I started doing this. And I know that Bible journaling can do the same thing for you. And I hope that this blessed you. You can go onto my website. I have a course, I have a few books. Start journaling. Start putting everything that you feel out on that paper and match it up with a Bible verse, the opposite of what you are feeling. Start to go through that Bible and just allow God to heal you. Because we're all going through stuff. We're all going to go, and we need to be able to know that God is there for us. He will always be there for us. And listen, journaling is not new. When God gave the words to the prophets, they had to take those words out of their mind and their heart and write it down on scrolls. And God knew that that's what He wanted them to do because we needed that today. So we're going to use those same words. We're going to use that to help heal what's aching in our hearts, what's causing us anxiety, what's causing us pain. We're going to use that along with prayer, along with a community that loves us, that we're connected to, and God is going to use that to heal us. All right, have a good evening. You all come back shortly, chit-chat a little bit more. You all stay blessed. Love you much.